Now, what we want to do is start our work on trigonometric functions, and to do that, in the trig functions, we work in a new measurement of our angles, and that is called a radian. So it's a new measurement to us, but it's one that's more powerful, more useful than working in degrees. Everything we do from now on is in radians. So 1 radian, a radian is considered if we've got a unit circle, 1 unit, so the radius is 1 unit, and we got an angle that subtends 1 unit, so the same amount as our radius. The angle that subtends it is said to be 1 radian. So the arc length is 1 unit, the length of the radius is 1 unit, then the angle would be 1 radian. And that's what it maps out. For a unit circle, it maps out 1 radian there. So 2 units would be mapped out by 2 radians. So it would subtend an angle of 2 radians there. 3 radians would have an arc length of 3 units. So that's the definition of a radian. So arc length of a unit given the unit circle. So we can see that there, and we use this little symbol, the little c there. We tend not to nowadays. After now we don't. Unless if it's given an angle and it's not got a degree on it, then we just take it to be radians. So there's the idea. We said, like in general terms, if it's a radius of r, then we subtend an angle of subtend an arc of r there by the angle of 1 radian. So because we can start working on the idea that the circumference is 2 pi r, so if our radius is 1, then the circumference would be 2 pi. Then the angle then would be 2 pi. So 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees. So 2 pi is 360 and pi radians is equal to 180. And there's our relationship between radians and degrees. Pi is equal to 180. So 1 radian could be said to be 180 degrees on pi, or 1 degree would be pi radians on 180. And doing those conversions, you can see that 1 radian is about 57, a little bit more than 57 degrees, and 1 degree would be a really small amount of radians there. So that's the relationships that exist between radians and degrees.